We're live now on my podcast. Welcome to the Gezelle Talk Show. I'm your host, Gezelle Nicole. Of course, you guys know who I am. Today's episode, this is actually episode 45 now. We're actually talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta once again. Good morning, my love. Once again, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14. We're a whole little recap, like, did the girls deliver? Because personally, to me, I don't think this season delivered at all. I was very disappointed. I was very let down. Although it was some highs, but it was too many lows, and I just was not here for it. But, however, guys, so we got into everything last night. I don't know if you guys were here, if you guys were on the live with me. Hopefully you were. But however, we did get into some things last night. We started off with talking about Sheree and the whole, what was going down with her and everything. But before I start that and get into that, I just want to give a congratulations to all of the people that are out in Atlanta. I believe it is this time in Atlanta at the BET Awards. They are this weekend, and everybody is out there and looking fabulous. I've seen some of the photos, which I will be posting to my Instagram page, the Gezelle Talk Show podcast. So if you guys follow me there, you'll see the photos there, as well as Gezelle Nicole page. So I try to be active on those two pages when it comes down to my talk show. So, like I said, this season had the original OG Sheree Whitfield, Candy Burris, Tucker, Kenya Moore, Drew Sidora, Marlo Hampton, and Sonia Richards-Ross. And I thought it was a pretty good lineup. I was like, okay, I was very disappointed to see that Nene hadn't returned. And I was very disappointed to see that Portia had not returned. So I knew this season was going to be kind of off. Then I seen that they had given the peach to Marlo, not Tanya or Toya, which I thought Toya was going to be the one who got the peach next, which I don't know if you guys remember Toya, but Toya was the friend of Kenya, the girl that kept hitting on Kenya in season 13, but she was real cool, down to earth, or whatever, and I really thought she was going to end up being season 14's new member or whatever. But however, so Sheree, as I said, I love Sheree, but Sheree took a big L this season with everything that was going on with Tyrone and all of that shit. I really felt like I said before, the only reason I feel like she was really holding on to Tyrone was just because, remember a few seasons back, I want to say like season 10, Nene and her had gotten into it, something about the guy Tyrone, because I think like they were doing business with him or something before, whatever it was, but I know it was Sheree and Nene that was affiliated with him. Well, Sheree was feeling some type of way because I guess as it ended up, coming to surface that she was attracted to him. She liked him. So she wanted more than just a friendship. And I think she felt some type of way about Nene being in his presence or whatever. And it went from there. And Nene was like, I think Sheree told Nene something about, he said she tried to hit on him or something, and all this crazy stuff here. So it was just, I felt like Sheree really embarrassed herself. She's a woman of a particular age and a particular status, and to sit out for hours. I wouldn't wait on somebody for 15 minutes. I'm sorry. If we supposed to be going on a date or something, or we supposed to be meeting somewhere and I'm there and you don't show up, I'm not finna sit and wait 15 minutes on you. I'm sorry. Less than talking about hours. Like, she sat there for hours waiting on this man to show up. And clearly you knew he was not showing up. He wasn't answering his phone. He wasn't returning any text messages. I would have been got up and left. I wouldn't have even humiliated myself. But she sat there, and I felt so sorry for her. I felt real bad for Sheree. I was like, I don't understand why. She's a beautiful young lady. It got to be something about her attitude or something. It's something that rubs these guys wrong. where she's not being able to keep a man or have a man. But anyhow, I was very, very excited to see the launch of her She by Sheree clothing collection, because this clothing line has been in the works for the past 14 years, I want to say. Yeah. I want to say there was about 1-2 seasons in when she was mentioning about her She by Sheree fashions, and she was starting her own fashion line and all of this stuff here. And that's way back when Lisa Wu was on the show. And Lisa Wu even came out with the clothing line and did a fashion show, Closet Freaks, and everything. And Sheree still had not come out and presented us with anything as far as She by Sheree went. And the people were waiting, and they were trying to see, you know, what was it going to be and everything. So she dropped it. She had a nice fashion show, which was absolutely gorgeous. I love the pieces. The pieces were nice, great workout pieces and everything. I thought they were dope. I thought, you know, it looked nice, but social media, they felt some other type of way. All the people on social media went to posting saying that these clothes were like drop ship clothes, stuff that you can get off of Shein and AliExpress and all of this stuff here, and Amazon, and like they pulled up so many different sites that had these same sportswear garments that she had on her collection. So people were like, did you sketch these? Did you send it off to be sewn? Like you said, you were saying all of this during the season of, you know, waiting on your clothes to get in because they were still being made. They were still being sewn and this and that. And for you to receive them, and it's looking like, you know, a person just ironed on your logo. That's a bit, for the people that were waiting so long for the fashions and stuff, that's a bit, you know, that's a bit upsetting. That's definitely a bit upsetting. But as far as Sheree looks go, Sheree looked absolutely stunning this season, and I'm going to give her that. Sheree looked absolutely stunning this season. I loved all of her looks. The Gucci pantsuit was my absolute favorite at her birthday surprise party that they threw to her. For her, I think her makeup was A1. She looked absolutely gorgeous. Her ponytail to the Gucci suit, it was everything. She really looked like money, and I was here for it. Like, she looked like money, and I loved it. Yes. Make the rain come. She was so bad. Caused thunder and lightning. But yeah, she looked absolutely stunning. All of this season, her body looks great. She looks great because Sheree is like 50 something, if I'm not mistaken, and 57, I think they said. But yeah, she looks good, or 52 or something, whatever it is. But she looks good for her age. She looks good, period. I want to get right into Marlo. I was very, 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 very disappointed in Marlo's storyline, plot, just everything that had to do with her this season. I was very much so disappointed. As I said before, I don't understand how someone can work so hard to obtain something, wanting something, to actually get it and misuse it the way that she did. I didn't like from her confessionals, where she's sitting in there just dogging everybody and talking so negative about everybody. I don't think I remember her saying one positive thing. Like, she always had something negative to say about everything. She would definitely find the negative in every situation. I was over it. I was absolutely over it with her. I was over it with the bullying, like her just trying to pick random fights. I don't know if she needed camera time. I'm not sure what the point was, but she just kept like picking these fights and just going at people for no apparent reason. And the whole thing with Kenya, like her busy saying about, oh, Kenya, I want to have a talk with you. Oh, Kenya, I want to talk with you after. Oh, Kenya. Like, why would you want to speak to someone so bad that you talk so poorly about? Clearly, you're not a friend of hers. Like Kenya said, she's definitely not my friend. Because if she was, she wouldn't throw the low blows like she do. Like, soon as you get into it with your supposedly friend, you go right into it. Yeah, that's why Mark didn't want you. That's why you can't keep a man. That's why that. And it's like, what? Go take care of your baby. La, 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 la. And that's that ghetto shit that I just cannot deal with, that I just cannot stand. And she have to get that from out of her system before she can elevate to the next level, because it's like God done put you in position, but you still have yet to grow mentally. Like, it's just not there. You're still the girl from St. Pete on all the booking photos. It's sad. And I was just like not here for it. She showed you just how self-centered she can be with putting those boys out, knowing that they were already traumatized, going through enough stuff with their mom. And then you come along and say you're going to help them and get them and show them this new lifestyle and all this stuff here, only to turn around and send them back. That's so fucked up. I was just like, wow, she really just traumatized those boys. Yeah, she really traumatized them. And I could go on and on about the things that she was doing that was just so petty and such a low blow. And I was just so very much so disappointed, because I thought that if Marlo got her peach, that she would elevate and she would show them, you know, just how to use the platform, just like how Candy does. You know, Candy shows us how to use this platform, and she used it to the best of her ability with all of her businesses and her connections and everything that she has going on. She tried to present it on this platform, and it's like, once you are so indulged in so much positivity that you have going on and trying to succeed and move on to another level, you don't have time to think of negativity. You don't have time to worry about someone else. You don't even have time to hate or dislike someone else, you know? So I feel like you don't have enough shit going on. You got to get you some businesses going, because the Lee Archive definitely is not doing it. And yeah. That's my personal opinion. And if I'm wrong, you guys can always comment in my Instagram. You can DM me on Facebook or whatever. Yeah, and let me know what your opinion is and how you guys feel about it. And those that are watching on Facebook Live, you can always drop your opinions in the comment section. I will read them and answer any questions. But yeah, so I felt like nothing Marlo did was genuine. She just misused her platform. She promoted and did everything the show had been trying to veer away from. I was extremely disappointed in her actions. I felt like what she did, like I said, to her nephews, that was just downright dirty, and it's something that you should never, ever, ever, ever take a child through, take kids through at all, especially when they're of a particular age, because they'll remember that shit. When you're of a particular age, you'll definitely remember it. But so Candy businesswoman legendary Beerus Tucker, yes ma'am. Now Candy, I love Candy. Candy deliver every season. I feel like she brings something new to the table, whether it's a baby, a business, a husband, or whatever. She's bringing something new, a restaurant or something she'll have going on. She's definitely going to be exciting, and she's one to watch. She's definitely leading the pack this season. I believe I loved Candy even more when she agreed with Riley about her will and finances after she dead and gone, saying, you know, she's not going to give Todd everything to distribute to the children. She was like, she'll give, because of course Riley will probably be grown or whatever. She's already grown. So it's like, she said, no, I'll give Riley her own money, because I know that you won't give it to her the way I would. And I totally get that. I totally understand that, because it's clear, like, Todd makes his daughter Kayla work. Like, what you should make them, earn their money and all that, and teach them about that type of, having independence and all of that. But I feel like when you're of a certain status as well, you can also help them too. You can help them a little bit along the way, whether you're giving them $500 or $1,000 or $5,000. You can help them a little bit along the way. And I feel like that's what Candy does with Riley. But Riley's in school, so she have no problem with taking care of Riley and stuff. So yeah, I just feel like I'm with Candy on that. She knows Todd will not distribute the money the way that she will, and he'll have Riley living a whole nother lifestyle that she knows absolutely nothing about. Yep. But I love Candy. She's very smart, and she knows how to use her platform, and I like that. That's very, very big. Yeah. So as far as Kenya Moore goes, this season I loved Kenya Moore. I gave Kenya Moore 5 stars this season, and no other girl got that from me. And I gave her 5 stars because everything that Kenya been through with this Mark Daly and all of the stuff with the girls and stuff, and her business going, up and down, and her trying to get a grips on that and everything. I feel like she really came out on top this season. She did Dancing with the Stars. She looked absolutely beautiful. She dropped some weight that I didn't even know she needed to lose. I mean, it's not my place, but she didn't look like she needed to lose. But when she lost it, she is supermodel fucking gorgeous and looks absolutely stunning. Her waist was on snatch. Everything looked good. Her style game was A1. She looked absolutely gorgeous. Her hair was just effortlessly beautiful this entire season. And wigs and all. Her wigs and all. She looked it good. I was very much so I was proud of her, especially to see the way she had handled Marlo. That's a tough cookie, so you really have to know how to handle her. And I feel like Kenya was very, very smart and strategic the way that she handled her. Like, I'm not finna let her get into my space, into my bubble, and fuck with my mood. So that skipping through the house and smiling and laughing and all that, like, I thought it was just golden. I was like, yes, that's how you handle that shit. Like, I'm not finna let you get into my aura and fuck up my mood and all that stuff there. No, ma'am. So I liked that. I was like, okay. All right, Miss Kenya. So, yeah, but she did her thing. It was just really nice to see her happy this season because she seemed very, very, very happy. I loved it, Drunk Kenya, and I think that is all of us. Everybody, I believe, loved Drunk Kenya. Drunk Kenya was the motherfucking shit. She was turned up. She was talking her shit. She was hood with it, but it was very much so. It was good. It was good. She was on point with her shit, and I liked it. Drunk Kenya was the shit. Everybody liked Drunk Kenya. Here go my baby, y'all. She want to sing for y'all. She rapping for y'all. Okay. Ooh. Got me constricted. Okay, so let's get into Miss Drew Sidora. So Miss Drew is beautiful. Drew is absolutely beautiful. I can imagine how she looks in person because on television, TV usually pull that beauty, veer away from the beauty. It shows everything but. So if she's looking gorgeous on television, I could just imagine how she looks in person. But Drew is beautiful. But what I don't like is it seems more like Drew is trying to fit in. I don't feel like Drew is being herself. I don't think we've really seen who the real Drew is. I feel like everything Drew does is trying to fit in. Even with her looks this season, she tried to, step it up a little bit and try to come a little different from last season. Because, last season she seemed a little bit more comfortable, but still trying to find her character, but her storyline or whatever. This season, it seems like she's trying to jump on like what the other girls are doing, and it's not given to me. It seems I feel like we haven't seen the true authenticity of who she is. I still don't know who the hell she is, and it's like I know she's an actress. I know she's a wife. I know she's a mother and everything. And I think she's from, did she say Detroit? I think Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. But, and I've seen her in movies and everything. That's why I was expecting for her to have a pretty good, storyline. And it's just not giving. Something is off, and I don't know what it is, but something is definitely off. Okay, mommy, go ahead. But something is definitely off with her. But I don't know who she went to for her mommy makeover, her BBL or whatever it is that they did, but they did an absolute poor job. And she's right in Atlanta where Dr. Curves is, and I don't understand why wouldn't you go see Dr. Curves? And you're a famous girl, you have a platform, so I know he would have seen her, and she could have promoted for him. So I don't understand why or who the hell she went. I don't know who the hell she went to. That's my thing. I don't know who the hell she went to and got this damn mommy makeover done, because her body still look a fucking mess. I mean, just being honest, her body looks a mess. It don't look like she's been under nobody's knife. Not at all. Not with that wide waist. Does not at all. But overall, Drew's storyline is it's very dry. She needs a storyline, and that's something like you could have shown when you were getting that done. Maybe you should have waited and got it done during the season. Like, you need to create something interesting about you because you're beautiful, but the storyline is just not there. The stuff with Ralph is just like, I'm not understanding why you even going through what you're going through. Clearly, you can see this man is. Anyhow, let me move along. I don't want to say nothing to offend nobody, so I'm gonna just move on past that. We gonna move it on along. Anyways, Sonya Richards-Ross. So Sonya Richards-Ross is the 4-time Olympic medalist for track, for running track for the 100-meter dash, I think it is, in the Olympics, this past Olympics or whatever. And she's a 4-time gold medalist. And she wasn't interesting. She had absolutely nothing going on that was exciting, or I felt like her trip that she did to Jamaica, that was good, but could have been better. But it was pretty, it was good. She took them all out there, and being she had to work at the same time, I kind of was like, okay, that's understanding. But I was not her story. She had no storyline. It's like you got your mama staying with you. You got your, like, you some Drew shit. You got the Drew shit going on. You got motherfuckers staying with you and all this shit here. It's just like, oh God. I don't know what the hell is going on, but it wasn't giving. Her storyline is just very, that shit, that fake beef with Drew and feeling some type of way because how Drew, like, what somebody do to somebody else ain't got nothing to do with you. It can show you how you can handle that person or if you should be friends with them or however, but personally, it ain't got shit to do with you to be in your feelings to be hollering about something. Because I didn't appreciate, like, the way that she did Sheree. I didn't like that. And blah, blah, blah. I don't think she was doing it for you to like. I think she was heated in an argument and that was her actions. I don't think it really had anything to do with you personally. But people will try to make shit, about them. And that's just crazy. I was like, wow, this girl here, I think she just trying to have something, just want to have some type of beef with somebody, with Drew, for one, with Drew, but just want to, because she think like that's what the girls want to see. Oh, because she don't want to get me out of character. She definitely don't want to, like, girl, cut it. We can tell that's not you at all. That is not your thing. I wasn't here for it. But after the wrap up, the reunions, the ladies, they looked nice at the reunion. It wasn't the best reunion look, but they looked it nice, and beautiful. But however, to wrap everything up, I was not pleased. I just felt so like, and that was season 14? Like, really? That's season 14. It wasn't, after the whole wrap up, it was just like, it didn't give shit. It didn't give nothing. And I was like, you know why? Because they need Nene back. They need Portia back. They need Phaedra back. They need Kim back. Like, these original girls need to be back on there. That's the only thing that's going to make this show pump back up, because no one cares about these new girls that they're putting on there. No one even knows these girls. It's like, girl, we don't want to see what they got going on. We don't care about what Sonya got going on. Sonya got shit going on. That's the thing, too. They don't have shit going on. Ain't popping, doing shit, moving, ain't got nothing moving in Atlanta. Like, stop it. Drew trying to claim somebody else's business, talking about it's hers. Like, girl, if you was a fitness guru and a fitness junkie, that body wouldn't be looking the way that it's motherfucking been looking, if you get my drift. I'm inviting my friends on Facebook where y'all can comment on my episode on this episode on the podcast. So if y'all see the post or see it in my my stories on Facebook, go ahead and click it and you can comment on my podcast of what I got going on. Yeah. So I don't know why that keep popping up. Excuse me, y'all. So yeah, I'm gonna need Andy them to sit down and re-strategize and revamp and get a new season going for Real Housewives of Atlanta, a new cast going, or bring back the old cast. They really just need to go ahead and get all the original OGs. Get Deshawn, get Lisa Wu, get Kim, get just everybody get Phaedra from the original episodes, from the first episode and shit. And boom, the original cast, bring them back. And I think that'll pump it up. That'll be exciting. Like, we'll want to see what they got going on now. We'll want to see who looking like what and who doing what now. So, yeah. I think, Andy Cohen, Andy. I got some ideas for you, okay? Now, that's just one. That's just one, and that's going to pump up and kickstart the season 15. So, the Kardashians are back for season 2 on Hulu. I know you guys know because I always talk about my girls. I love the Kardashians. And they did their season, their new show on Hulu. They did season 1 last year, and now they're dropping season 2. And it just dropped, I want to say, earlier this week. I don't know the exact day, but earlier this week. And I absolutely love it because it started off with information that I didn't even know. Congratulations to Khloe, who has a baby boy, and I had no clue. Like, how did I not know? I'm a Kardashian. How the fuck didn't I know that Khloe fucking had a surrogate and had a baby? Anyhow, I know she was very upset because when her surrogate had conceived and everything was good, that's when the story broke about Tristan, the girl, the Instagram model, having the baby by Tristan. Painful, like another dagger in the heart. But I don't understand why Khloe keeps doing this to herself. You know what I'm saying? Because you only teach him how to treat you. And you seen how he went behind you. He was fucking with those girls. Then he started fucking with the your sister best friend. Like, all of that, if that's not enough red flags for you to be like, you know what, let me leave this nigga alone because he definitely don't got my best interest at hand, then I definitely don't know what could slap you in the face any harder. That's like saying the sky blue and you looking at the sky blue telling me, no, it's pink. And clearly you can see it's blue, but he telling you it's pink, you believing it's pink. No, bitch. Like, damn, wake up. And I love Khloe to death, but to see her as hurt as she was, and I know she was hurt because Khloe is the toughest one. So to see her cry, I think that was the first time I've seen her cry. I've seen her like shed a tear about her dad or whatever, but to see her like hard down crying the way she was, that was brokenhearted. And I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for her. I just was blown away, and don't understand like how a man could say he loved a woman and take them through this, treat them like this, and humiliate this girl. Like, I mean, damn. Absolutely crazy. Just bananas. But I also seen that Kylie had her baby boy from Travis. What is his name? Travis Scott. Yeah. So that was, like, okay. They crazy as hell, though, because she like, oh, we didn't have a name. We just thought of one. I remember them saying about the baby name was Wolf. And she like, oh, that was a temporary name. But I've changed it to what the fuck? Like, they got to be the craziest that do the most craziest shit. Like, Black folks be already having the baby name months that already calling the baby by the name while they still in the belly. But I do pray that Khloe finds happiness and find a man that really, really, really love her and respect and honor her, because that's very fucked up for her. Every relationship that she's been in, her not to be the problem, but it's the other person. And it's usually like, you'll say, well, shit, if ain't no relationship working, it gotta be her. But nope. Those people actually have fucking problems, and that shit be crazy. Really crazy. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching and joining me today. I'm trying to get it all out to get it right. But I love you guys. Y'all have a great one. And I'll see you guys Friday at 8 p.m. Love you. Bye-bye.